In this video, we will create color-coded folders and subfolders to store the files that we've added to Google Drive. Creating and color-coding folders makes it easier and faster to find files. In Drive, you could have a folder for your math class with subfolders inside for class notes, lesson plans, and assessments. To start, open your Google Drive. To create a folder, click the New button, and then select Folder. We can give the folder a name, and then we click Create. The new folder will now show up in your Drive. Now you can create files inside that folder or create a subfolder inside the folder. This is called nesting folders. To do that, we open up our folder, we go back to New. From there, we can create a folder inside this folder, or we can use one of our G Suite apps and create a Google Doc, sheet, slides, etc. right inside our test folder. Let's create a subfolder. Click Folder, and then give it a name. And then we'll click Create. We now have the subfolder inside our main folder. If we then want to add a Google Doc in this folder, we can click New, Google Docs, and then if we go back to our Drive, we'll see that we now have that file inside our test folder. You can continue to add files and folders until you're happy with the results. Next, we can color code our folders. Color coding helps you easily recognize folders whenever you open Google Drive. To color code your folders, right-click on any folder and choose Change Color. You can also select the folder and click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner and go to Change Color. Use a color coding system that helps you remember what each folder is for. Now let's take a look at sharing files and folders. Using Google Drive allows you to share files so others can view, comment on, or edit them. Multiple people can work on a single file from their own separate screens without needing to download or email new versions each time they work on it. This kind of digital collaboration helps people communicate effectively at school and work, even if they don't share a physical location. You might even share an entire folder. Folder sharing allows multiple people to access and collaborate on a group of files organized in one folder. For instance, you could share a folder of photos of family members or send a folder of notes, flyers, and checklists to members of an after-school club. To share a file or folder, select it within Drive, and then right-click and choose Share. You can also click the Share icon in the upper right-hand corner. When I click on Share, a dialog box will pop up. I can choose to share this with specific people if I would like to by typing in their name. Once I put in the people I would like to share this with, I can choose if I want them to be a viewer, meaning they can only look at the document, a commenter, meaning they can't change anything but they can add comments, or an editor, which means they can do anything they would like with this document. When I'm ready, I just click Share. If you want to make this document so that a group of people can easily view it without typing in all of their names, down here at the bottom where it says Get Link, right now it says it's restricted. Only people added can open with this link. So only people who I add up here can view this link. If I click on Change Link to Dublin City Schools, that will change the link, so if I send this link to somebody in our district, they can view the document. If I send it to somebody outside of the district, they won't have access. Then I can change that to make it anyone with this link. If I want this to be a public link that I share with parents or somebody else, I can change that, and then anybody who receives this link can view the document. Then you'll see that there's a gear icon in the upper right-hand corner. If I click on that gear icon, I have two sharing options. The first one, editors can change permissions and share. If I want editors to be able to do that, I'll leave that checked. Then you have viewers and commenters can see the option to download, print, and copy. If you do not want people to be able to make a copy of your document or download it or print it, uncheck that option. Then, if you have individual people who have access to this, next to their names, we have viewer, commenter, and editor, just like we did before. But you'll see a few other options. You can choose to give somebody temporary access so that they can only look at your document for a period of time. So maybe you want students to only see your document for 30 days, or you could change that and say you only have 7 days to view this document. So you can adjust that however you want, and when you're ready, you click Save. You can also transfer ownership of a document by choosing Make Owner. And then you have the option to remove somebody from the doc as well. When you're happy with your sharing settings, make sure you always click Save.